What's good, everybody? Here with another, talk today. Hope y'all day is great so far, whatever time you see this at. Right now, it's July 12th, 11:47 a.m. But, yeah. And by the way, I hope you guys, if you seen that other video I had uploaded a month ago about the job and stuff, I hope you guys like that talk, and I will continue to do talks like that on here. But for today, our topic is don't be afraid to set boundaries for people. Just rule crossing. Don't cross this, Not expectations, because everybody has a different expectation for you. Your friends, you have friends with different connections. It's not all the same. And if it is, that's weird. But it's just, when you set a boundary, it's like you're protecting yourself from, mental, physical, whatever. You don't want nobody to cross that. It could be on the range from, hey, don't use this word around me, or use that word to call me something or whatever. Or just maybe somebody asking for something. That can be another. But the difference between, boundaries and expectations, you can have a friend who you've known for 3 years, and, the friendship is pretty cool, it's solid, but you just expect them to be who they are. Who knows? People change. It doesn't work. Expectations change. But boundaries are like rules. Those aren't supposed to get broken. Rules aren't supposed to get broken. But when you set it for yourself, that's the adult in you growing up. You're growing into a young adult. If you're watching this and you're around my age, or just growing up, just being an adult for real. I know when you're younger, you're not really used to setting boundaries, being playful and all this type of stuff. Kids say a lot of stuff. We used to say a lot of stuff, crazy stuff when we was kids. And now when I think about it, I'm like, dang, we were some a-holes. But when you set them, you might get the reaction of, oh, who do you think you are? It's not that. You just protecting yourself. At the end of the day, everybody should have boundaries. Everybody should have their boundaries, But once you set it, don't be afraid to lose anything over that. That's protecting you. If you recently were in a breakup, in a relationship, and you text that person, please don't hit my phone up ever again. That's the boundary. You probably don't want to ever talk to that person, see that person, hear about that person, whatever the case is. That's the boundary. If somebody asking you for money and you're short on change yourself sometimes, and it's like they don't know your situation, you got to handle what you got to do as an adult. You got to. It's a tough world out here. It's a tough world. The people who you pay your mortgage to or your car note to, they won't care if you just sent one of your friends or family, whoever it is, $300 to help them out, and now you are about to be laid on a big bill that's going to affect your life. At the end of the day, you have to take care of you first. You can't just be messed up trying to take care of people around you. You can't do that. You can't. Everybody got their limit. But just what really sets that off. And then there's general boundaries, humanly boundaries. But don't be afraid to put that out. Don't be. Some people take advantage of other people. Real life. Some people take advantage of others. Try and slime their way. Finessing for something, You could be the trick. The other person getting treated. People definitely take advantage of others. Some people, if you're that person right now and you're hesitant or afraid to say a boundary to somebody, hey, I was once there, but when I got older and I'm like, you know what? I'm a grown ass man. You gotta speak up for yourself. You gotta speak up for yourself. If you're a grown ass lady, speak up for yourself. It's alright. You got to. It's alright. You got to. You can do it. Don't be afraid. No. That just, if you've grown into that person, hey, clap it up for you. It means you're grown and you just don't give a fuck about anybody got to say. You're gonna speak your mind, whether it's right or wrong. If you wrong, you take accountability for it. People saying out of pocket stuff, it's freedom of speech. But there's a difference of freedom of speech and then something stupid. Boundaries. Some people, they might not have had or felt strong enough to set boundaries even with their parents. And now they're listening, but you're 24, 26, and it's like you guys are just now listening. This is just examples, but you gotta stand up for you, stand up for yourself. Just coming into it, just growing up. Forget what age you're at, growing up. Period. Because the sooner you realize, the better. I wish I would have stood up for myself and set boundaries a long time ago, like more. I'm a kid, hesitant, this and that. Don't be afraid to set the boundaries, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. I really hope these discussions help you guys out in any type of way. If I was on the other side looking in, I'd be like, you know what? I want to feel, if I was the viewer, positive stuff on YouTube. It's a lot of AI and all this other stuff, but YouTube cracking down on that. Shout out to YouTube, because they're cracking down on that. AI generated videos, bro, y'all out of pocket. Shout out to YouTube, though. Definitely, y'all made the right decision. But I'm gonna tune in with y'all for the next video. Turnmeupzo, we here, man. We here. It's been a journey this past year on this YouTube, making these videos, thinking of stuff, transitioning to adding more things, being more vocal. We here, y'all. We here. We ain't going nowhere. And also, if you don't know, I have a photography page. I'm gonna put that right here. Okay. You go to my photos, and I go to car meets. I'm out and about. I just look for certain things that catch my eye. Just using my words, using my eye to paint words. The expressions, feelings, going out, people having fun. Just follow that, man. This is my tip. TikTok right here. Follow that. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I'm out. Peace.